Hello, it's Miss Gara again. We were talking about gratitude in the last week, and we've started to turn that into talking about generosity, being generous. Because when we feel grateful inside, we feel really, really grateful for what we have, we want to give to others and we become generous. We want to share and give what we have. Okay? And so we're going to talk about some ways to do that in the story called How Full Is Your Bucket? We talked about ways to fill other people's bucket. In the story, we saw, including other people, giving compliments, sharing, playing with someone. All those things are really important. And I want us to think about right now during coronavirus, what are some ways that we can be generous? There's lots of different ways. So when we are thinking about our workers, like the farm workers or the medical workers, or the grocery store workers, what are some ways that we can be generous with those people right now when they're putting so much hard work into what they're doing, right, into their own jobs? So one way, let's think about the medical workers. I've noticed people making masks. So making masks so that everybody is protected. That's a great way to do this during coronavirus. Make mask. It's a way to be generous, a way to fill someone's bucket. All right. With the medical workers, I noticed people donating, bringing coffee, bring food or coffee, food or drinks, right? That's a way to be generous with the medical workers. With the grocery store workers, we can just be kind. I've heard from some grocery workers that some people have been very impatient. We got to be patient. So that's one way. Be patient. Not just with grocery workers, with anybody, because we're all having a hard time sometimes right now, right? So being patient is a way to be generous with others. Saying hello, waving at people, smiling at the grocery workers. Smile, wave, say hello. Those are all ways to be generous with yourself. What about with the farm workers? What are some ways we can be generous with the farm workers? So the farm workers are working really hard, right? And we may not see them because maybe we don't live in the same area as they do. So one way is that we can make sure that they're getting their fair pay, right? Same thing with the medical workers. We want to make sure that they're protected. So we could write letters to the government and tell them, or make phone calls and say we need to make sure to take care of our grocery workers, make sure our medical workers have equipment to be safe, our farm workers are paid, right? So I'm going to call this speak up for the rights of people, right? Speak up for people's rights. That's a way to be generous. What's another way to be generous? Offer somebody help. I have a friend whose husband is a doctor and he's working with a corona patient. She has two small children. They have two small children. She stays home with her two kids. It's really hard for her to go to the grocery store with two small kids. So I'm going to shop for them so they can have the food that they need, right? Some people are shopping for the elders in the community. So shopping for someone. Shop for someone. That's another way to be generous and to show your gratitude for the people that you care about, right? Let's see, encouraging people. I feel with the grocery workers, I think encouraging them, say thank you for what you're doing. I really appreciate this. You are being brave. Encourage someone. You can encourage your family members. I saw someone this morning when I was working with students. We were on a Zoom. And one student answered a question and the other student said, great job to that kid, right? Encouraging our teachers. Our teachers are working so hard. They're putting so many hours into making sure that students have what they need for learning, right? Encouraging them, saying, thank you, you're doing a good job. What else? Encouraging yourself. I'm doing a great job. Maybe you sometimes are having hard feelings, right? And we've talked about that with some of the students, that sometimes I'm feeling sad or angry. Be gentle with yourself. Encourage yourself. It's going to be okay. And then you're going to participate when you're ready again. Using a calm voice. I notice with some of my family members, when I use a calm voice, it really helps them, encourages them. That's a way for me to be generous, is to use my calm voice. What else? offering what you have. So maybe you have extra money in your family that you could help someone who needs it. Maybe you have extra time and you could go to the store for someone or run an errand for someone. Maybe you have extra things. Maybe you have a baby in your house and you have lots of diapers and you can donate some diapers to someone who needs them, right? So offering what you have, a way to be generous. Offer what you have, okay, to share. Maybe your next door neighbor doesn't have any art supplies. You could share your art supplies, right? Another way is teaching someone something, right? So I know how to do some mindfulness, so I've been doing that with some people, with some teachers and some other people. What do you know how to do that you can teach someone else? Maybe you can teach your brother or sister or your grown-up, or maybe you could teach someone online. Maybe you can make a Zoom appointment, a Zoom meeting, and teach someone something. How else can we be generous during coronavirus? If someone is feeling sad, comfort them. If you're feeling sad, take care of yourself, right? Let yourself be sad. It is okay to feel sad. So I'm going to put comfort someone, and I'm going to put a slash for comfort yourself if you need it. Let yourself feel sad if you're feeling sad. All right. We have smile and wave. All right. In your household, if you notice people are feeling down, what's something we can do? What about dancing? Dancing makes us happy. Singing, dancing with someone. Sing, dance with others. Yep, that's another way to lift our spirits if we're feeling a little bit sad right now or frustrated. All right, you can play with a friend, play with your sibling, play online with a friend, or if your friend lives at your house, because some people live with their friends, or with a sibling. So there are many ways that we can take care of each other, right? I'm going to put the title here is Being Generous During the Coronavirus. So be generous. Generous is when you give from your heart because you want to, because you feel like it's the right thing for you to do. All right, these are some ways, some ideas. Maybe you have other ideas and I would love to hear about them. Really good job. Thank you for being here. See you next time.